Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again as we continue into the Galactus Hungers event. It is the Alliance-based boss event where we take on Galactus and some really fun teams against him. We're going to use a 3-star team that's really going to be quite effective against him, I hope. It's going to be a challenge. Then we have a really cool 4-star team that I think is going to do really well against Galactus, and then we'll get in a mixed 5-star character team against him. We'll also play a couple of side notes and talk about what we can do for strategy against this boss. So we've got a really fun 3-star team to take on the boss. I think it's going to be great. We also have a 4-star team, including a new character and a pretty much classic 4-star character mix, and we'll see how that works against the boss. I think it's going to be efficient as well, and a mixed 5-star character team to take him on. Let's start right now with the 3-star team. We have to try to take out 45,300 in health. And here's the team we're going to do it with. This is really kind of a good team. We'll talk about the synergies between these 3 characters as we'll just jump right into it. And I think we're going to do the AP boost just to make sure we don't have too much trouble. But check this out. So, as you know, the trouble about Galactus is he places countdown tiles that do a ton of different things, including damage basically every turn after a while. He also uses the countdowns to build up AP on the tiles that he basically puts his galactic matter on, whatever it's called, for the as you can see, he's got a passive blue called Great Machines, his passive purple Devourer of Worlds, where he accumulates the AP. But the big deal is Cosmic Wrath. When he gets 28 black, he does 1 million team damage, and obviously that is game over if he gets enough black. So our team here is going to specialize in mostly green, blue, and purple. Once we have a lot of black, I think you'll see how it plays out. So our first blue ability from, let's go ahead and start with blue and green drop. Our blue ability has a stun first. Now the bosses can't be stunned, but it's really good as soon as you can to get your blue played from Hot Guy, because that way you can go through as many arrows as possible in the match. And each arrow obviously is great. It has a different effect as you play through them. And Hot Guy has a passive on his black ability. Whenever you match an enemy special tile, gain 2 blue and 1 purple. That's awesome because we're going to be wanting to match the enemy countdown tiles. Those count as specials, of course. And let's go here. I know there's a match 4 and team up. I'm hoping that we can get away to make that work even better with an extra move. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but we'll do this red. That makes that green countdown matchable. And Patch Wolverine, he has great healing ability. We'll take this green match. That'll leave him up front for the countdown that's going to go off. 2,000 damage, and he earns 941 in health passively per turn. So not bad at all. I was also thinking there could be a way to set up an extra move with the blues around here. We have to be very careful now that he's got the cosmic tiles out where he can earn AP for every one of those that he basically absorbs back in. And there's so many countdowns now. Let's do this. We're going to play Bola Arrow. Hopefully it lands in a good spot. Not bad. We have, I hate to match away our attack tile, but I'm going to do this match in green because it gets the green and the blue above. We'll get the attack tile back. This is still going to be a tough one, but we're working on a couple things here. We have our green ready to play from Patch Wolverine. Let's go for it because Berserker Rage places strike tiles on green for us and purple for the enemy. A lot of purple tiles are occupied by the cosmic tiles, so that's not too bad. And now we'll play our explosive arrow. This is a good one. 2-turn countdown that does 8,300 damage when it ticks down. Looks good. What are we going to do here? Now the strike tiles that we made for his team are going to, add a little bit of damage against us. But the attack tile plus the strikes are going to add up quite a bit. You see the no good news triggering in the background. They're up to 9 black. Ouch. Okay, so we need somebody besides Patch to be taking some of this damage. There's some blue and purple. We have an extra move in yellow. We'll certainly do that. And we have our purple ready to play from Iron Fist, but we want to get more black built up before we play that. We'll do the extra move, of course. And this is going to be a tough one. Electric arrow. We'll create a bunch of charge tiles, and charge tiles make it difficult for Galactus to play cosmic tiles around the board. We'll go blue and white here. He's down to 20,000 health. Everybody's doing good except for Patch. Maybe we can keep him safeguarded a little bit for healing. Explosive arrow damage. Looking good so far. Now, let's see. Let's get... The reason we want to get black built up is because if you have 12 black when you play Iron Fist's purple, he will deal a ton of damage for a cost of 5, or 6,100 in damage. But our black AP just really isn't building up very fast. And since that's the case, we could also play it now and then just convert a bunch of tiles to black on the board and hope to just randomly build up more purple. So let's do this though. Let's take this other black match. Getting some really good cascades. We're getting close to staying ahead on this one. He's got 17 black. Charge tiles. Now he can't play his cosmic. Yeah, he can't play that on those charge tiles, but there's still plenty of other areas. Let's go for Sonic Arrow. That'll create a bunch of strike tiles. I think we're in good shape here, guys. I knew this one was going to be tough. Patch hasn't healed very much, and he's the one that deals damage for team-up matches. This might be too close. I think we'll take it. We run the risk of losing Wolverine here, but the other guys are doing great. Oh man, it's going to be close. Yep, there he goes. All right. Iron Fist is still remaining. We've got a good amount of damage to deal here. And so here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and play purple to build up a bunch of black on the board. We might get a free black match, maybe just a good lineup. We did line up a nice match 4 there. And here's what we're going to do. Let's heal Hawkeye with his own no good news. It's one of the funniest animations in the game, in my opinion. Restores 5494 health and creates some small enemy special tiles on the board. Love that animation at the bottom. This might do it. Take a nice match with black. And we get the win with a 3-star team on round level 8. That's really pretty good. Hate that we lost Patch Wolverine there, but he made it so that the other guys could get the win. And there we go. All right, so by looking at the points, we need 2 more clears of the boss to be able to meet the full personal progression. So let's go right into this match here, where we will use Hellcat, Patsy Walker, one of the newest 4-star characters, and we'll switch out Iron Fist for the 4-star Iron Fist here. Patsy has yellow, red, and purple abilities, and Iron Fist has the exact opposite at blue, green, and black. And I think they're going to work really well together. We'll talk about that in a minute. And to bring in another 4-star character, we'll just bring in the main event Hulk for some tile swapping. And this will be the same team we take on the boss next here if we can get through, if we can win with enough health remaining. So what do we want to do here? We really want to try to get Patsy going with her abilities first. And let's see, 2 different ways to do a match 4. I think we'll do it this way. The reason we want Patsy to get going first is because she can create some strike tiles and improve the strength of special tiles with her repeater, and it also reduces our costs by 1. So getting all those going right away is great, but I don't see much in Patsy's colors to be able to do. So how about we do line up a blue match. And we also have a red match. Actually, I think we'd better take that first. The enemy has a red ability where they will be taking red matches, but not blue. They don't have a blue ability. Okay, so here we go. And by the way, I really love main event Hulk's abilities. Obviously, his purple is awesome, but I really think his yellow is kind of underappreciated. It can be quite great. But we'll focus on Patsy here. We'll get this purple. And if we could just get red. How can we get red lined up for a match? Don't see a way to do it. Let's get blue this way. The other way would have given them a match 4 in yellow. We lucked out there, and now we get our red match. So we're going to have Patsy all ready to go. We'll trigger it with green here. Lucky that we did turn into an extra move, and man, look at this board. This is crazy. So what do we want to do? Normally you want to match that critical tile immediately, but I think we'd better just take the match 4 in black, and then not a lot of enemy special tiles to deal with yet. Maybe they'll produce some for the next turn. Black Arts is actually kind of funny when, if you take a quick look, when the Conran has Black Arts played and he hasn't actually taken any damage, he can't even heal, and all he does is damage to another character on their team. So that works out really favorably for us. But here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and play It's Patsy, her yellow repeater tile. I was hoping that would go into a different spot. But now what we'll do is play her cat-like reflexes. It does damage, but it swaps 7 enemy special tiles to the bottom row and lines them up to be destroyed or automatically matched. Now here's what we're going to do. Let's play her red swipe right ability. It'll destroy any row that we wish. Like I wish our repeater was on a different row, but we want to destroy these special tiles. And now we have 3 strike tiles on the board from that. That's big because that makes Chi Focus from Iron Fist much more efficient when you already have strike tiles on the board. It puts a strike tile on the board, and when you have 3 or more, after that it earns 3 green for you and fortifies some strike tiles. So super good to build up this chain of abilities that he has, and now we can play his green, and that also rolls into his black ability. So let's go ahead and play Crowd Control. It deals damage, but then builds up for black for his other ability. Takes out. Man, that's just such a good hit. That takes him out. And look at this board. If we do that purple, does that land in an extra move of yellow? I think it does. It's kind of a deceiving match to go for. Let's try it. Absolutely great extra move fell out of there. And we have another extra move ready to play on the board. Everything's working great with this team. I think we'll do just fine with the boss. Play our blue again since we have strike tiles. Builds up green. And just perfect. We'll let's do this. We'll take another shot against this guy. Maybe we'll just shoot out a random row this time. Very nice. Take him out with green. extra damage. And look at this, like unto iron. We have 23 black. We can play this twice. 52,000 damage for the win. That team did really well. Let's go on and take that same group into the Galactus battle. See if we can beat him. 45,000 potential. Well, let's see. We don't need main event Hulk. Who else can we get in here from the 4-star groups that are boosted? Maybe we could go with Black Widow. We're not going to get a lot out of her abilities. Well, she's boosted for the event. Let's see if we can win this way. This will be a challenge. We can't stun with Black Widow's black. Her yellow does quite well for the team. If we can get super ahead on yellow, that would be great. And we'll play hers. But I think we'll play Patsy's first. Check out the board. There's a match 4 in purple. Match 4 in red. What do we want to do? I think we'll start with just a couple of normal matches. And the reason for that is to see where the countdowns appear on the board. And then, since match 4s are super likely to destroy more areas of the board, it lets you know what moves you can do to get the most efficiency out of matching away those countdowns. Really great cascade happened there. So we're going to do this to set up a match 4 in red with the countdown. And do this one. Doing okay. We're going to get hit by one of the countdowns now. And check it out. We could play brush pass right away, but we'll save that. We'll try to get way ahead on yellow. And we'll take the match 4 in purple. Alright, so we have all of Patsy's abilities ready to play, and this couldn't be better. This time maybe we'll get a good spot for her repeater. Pretty good, but we'll play her purple. Cat-like reflexes, damage, but also moving a ton of countdowns to the bottom. Check this out. That's so great. Now we can play her swipe right, destroy all of those countdowns in one shot. We get strike tiles added to the board. Now we can play our chief focus with those strikes out to earn a bunch of green. We earned a bunch of green. Let's play that for damage. 31,000 in damage. This team was just so good. We can end it with another swipe right for fun. We'll take out those 2 galactic tiles. And can you believe how well Patsy played with Iron Fist there with a little help from Black Widow? That was awesome. Okay. So we're going to do another side node here. We'll take on the wave node with whenever we can play Hawkeye. I love all the Hawkeyes in the game, actually. I think they're quite good at each tier level. But let's go down and grab the 4-star Ronin Hawkeye. I think he's pretty good in wave nodes for a couple of reasons. We'll talk about how that is. And let's grab Iron Man for fun. And he's going to be the yellow, blue, purple, green, and red and black. Maybe we'll go here with Black Widow for red and black, and we'll use most of this team for the final boss battle as well. All right. So the reason I like Ronin is mostly because of his green ability in a wave node. It's a very inexpensive, and if you play it right, you can get some great damage out of it. We'll start with the extra move, of course. And there's 6 enemies in this wave. That's a ton. We want to go for red matches. With red matches, Ronin adds attack tiles to the board. And once there's enough attack tiles and you continue to match red, he'll actually strengthen the attacks that are out there. Can't believe we already have 12 yellow built up. We'll save that for avoiding damage when it's otherwise unavoidable. So we want to get more red and purple going, and man, we just have no green. Great double move lined up with yellow and blue. I'm also a fan of Iron Man's blue ability. It's kind of hit and miss, but when it works, it can work really great sometimes. I think we're going to have to match away some attack tiles here. So far, not too eventful. Iron Man's red deals 10,000 damage, but an extra 9,800 for every Team Iron Man character on their team, and I don't think Ronin Hawkeye is a Team Iron Man character, unfortunately. So, what do we want to do here? I want to go for more blue. I want to line up a red match, so we'll do this one. Okay, one more turn and that guy will be knocked out. More red. Now we're on the final 4 enemies here. We can probably play some bigger. Look at that, attack tiles are doing 3,600 damage from Ronin Hawkeye alone. That's great. We just don't have any green built up. Figures, I wanted to try to prioritize it, and we're just not rolling lucky enough on that. We're going to take a hit from this countdown. It won't be a huge deal, but I think we'll want to have Iron Man take it. Could have played his yellow, but he's got enough health to get through quite a ways. All right, final 3 enemies, and here we go. We have our blue ready to play. And you have to be careful with Iron Man's blue, because what it'll do is destroy, it'll convert the enemy team's strongest color, which is yellow, convert those tiles to red. And then you could get some automatic matches in red, but then all the red is destroyed off the board. That'll guarantee pretty much that we will have good lineup in other colors after all that red's removed. But the enemy team has so many countdowns on yellow, it's going to be hard to convert those into red tiles. Yep, see, there's just all the yellow is taken up. So what do we want to do? Let's check out acrobatic takedown. 16,000 damage, and if they have 12 in any color, it'll deal an additional amount of damage. These guys won't be building up that much damage, so let's just start working them out here, and hopefully we'll get some green going with Hawkeye in the next round or two. Alright, so we're going to take another shot from a countdown here, and it's the other guy. Man, yeah. So, let's do this. Let's go ahead and play this. It'll destroy all the red, even if it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't have any tiles to convert. That's too bad. It won't even let you play the ability. So, okay. Take this guy out. Should have taken out the other guy, Rick. All right. Second round will be more eventful, I promise. We'll see how it goes. We have our green. I don't want to play it yet. All right, so this allows us to get through the match, or the wave, heading into wave 2, and now we have 3 tile moving characters against us. This will be a lot more fun. And let's check out our damage numbers here. So now our blue is different. The enemy team's strongest color is still yellow, but we'll be able to play that to really good effect here. I think we'll let more yellow add up on the board. And let's take out our green user, or work him down. Green using enemy, I should say. And there's a lot of yellow on the board. This is perfect. This is a good example of converting yellow to red is potentially great. Let's play Girl Friday. We'll get that match on the top, and then the rest of the reds will be destroyed. Cool. Okay. That set up the board for some good stuff. And here's what I want to do. Another red shot on... He's got less than 10,000 health remaining. That's perfect. Let's go over to Hood here and work up our green again. Okay. Need more yellow to build up on the board to play Iron Man's yellow, but we'll get more green. And Hood is also in a great spot here for the amount of health he has. Here's what we're going to do. We have Ronin's No Escape ready to play. It deals target damage of 10,500. If an enemy is downed from this shot, you will also get a second shot of 10,500. If we're lucky, let's actually hit bullseye here. If we're lucky, it will hit him and then Hood and then Kingpin 3 shots in a row. That should be great. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Now let's go ahead and play House Party Protocol. If Kingpin gets a little more black, he's going to try to do a bunch of damage, and Iron Man will be able to deflect most of that damage completely. Okay. Let's play, now that there's a lot of countdowns on the board, check this out. We can play Tell Me Everything. The cost is reduced way down from 11 to 7, or maybe it starts at 12. Countdowns reduce the cost of that. He's going to get a big black here. I want to see what happens when he tries to play that against Iron Man. Here it is. Team damage, but Iron Man was unaffected. That was a big hit. He's really boosted up quite a lot right now. Blue drops yellow. And our House Party Protocols are going to expire and win the match. Okay, so that was kind of fun. We'll keep Iron Man and Black Widow on the team going into the next battle. This will be our final battle against Galactus in round 8. If we win this, we get the full personal progression. Can't wait to check it out. Let's see. We haven't played Totally Awesome Hulk. He's also a 4-star boosted in this event. But I think what's fun is we'll bring along Wolverine and X-Force Wolverine. You know what? So I wanted to make a point about Natasha here in how she can be great against Galactus with her purple ability, removing a bunch of countdown tiles. But I think you got it from the last one where she removed a bunch, and it'll work good against Galactus. Let's bring in Totally Awesome Hulk with X-Force Wolverine and Iron Man. I think this will be a pretty fun team to try to win with. And in this case, what we're going to focus on is black for XFW, because it can be just absolutely great while he's boosted in the event. Okay, there's a match 4 on the bottom. I know we want to do that, but I'm waiting to see what else we can do for efficient matches here. I think we'll do it now just to get rid of that countdown and gain some green. So Totally Awesome Hulk adds green to the board, but also does a little bit of damage when his countdown expires. And adding that green is good for him, but it's also great for Wolverine. So we want to try to keep building up black. We're already at 9. That's so great. Okay, we'll go for, there's a bunch of matches we should probably do, but let's get green and yellow here. We can now play X-Force Wolverine's green ability. And there's no black match available now, but let's go ahead and play X-Force, and it'll destroy 3 different X-shape areas of the board for some decent damage, and maybe it'll line up a black match after this. It sure did. Dropped in a black match from the top, and check this out. We are already ready to win. With Surgical Strike, once again, it destroys all the blue tiles on the board, including enemy countdowns and the cosmic tiles that he places. This should do enough damage to take him out, and we get the win in pretty good shape. All right, guys, that was pretty fun set of teams, I hope, for running through the end of the boss. We get the legendary token, and the personal progression is done. Let's go and finish this video out with our draws from the special store for the event called Time Warp. We have oh, I forgot, we got normal legendary tokens, and I was thinking we were getting the Time Warp tokens, which is usually what happens, is you get the special release store tokens for that. But we'll draw these two today. And I do want to mention thanks to everyone for jumping on as a subscriber. This is the moment where we need to really push to get up to that next 100 level. We are going to do a contest and giveaway once we hit that 1,000 subscribers to show our appreciation, guys. And we'll do the multiple prize setup. Instead of one bigger prize, we'll have multiple prizes for more winners. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that today, and let's work on getting to that number so we can do that giveaway as soon as possible. Bring in the viewer luck. We're going to do these two legendary draws. We have a shot at Doctor Strange. We have a shot at Cable, but I'm really hoping we have a shot at getting the brand new 5-star Wolverine, the Samurai Daken. Draw number 1. Go. All right, so we've got a 4-star. That's pretty likely. Who's it going to be? Hey, that is a great hit. We got the new Anti-Venom character, and I really need that to build him up. I ran lower than usual on his release time frame. Claim it. Even if we don't get a 5-star, I'm happy about that. And here is our second draw, our last token for this store in Time Warp. Let's bring in the viewer luck. Can we get a 5-star? Go. All right, so we just got a 4, no problem. Who do you think this one's going to be? In 3, 2, 1. And it's Ghost Rider. That'll be a nice upper level for that character. Penance Stare is so great. Claim it. Very fun. Well, I am considering doing more draws from this store in the next day or so. We'll see if we get it in. I appreciate you guys being on and helping me through the Galactus Hungers event. I hope it went well for you guys. Thanks so much. There's a video presented below to carry on. Please hit that and get into the action. If not, we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.